ಶ್ರೀಚಕ್ರ ವರದಾಚಾರ್ಯಂ ಶುದ್ಧಸತ್ವ ಗುರುತ್ತಮಂ ಶ್ರೀನಿಧಿಂ ರಾಘವಂ ವಂದೇ ಹ್ಯಪಾರ ಕರುಣಾಕರಂ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮಾನುಜ ಯೋಗಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಕರುಣಾ ಪಾತ್ರಂ ಮಹಾಂತಂ ತತಃ ಸಂಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಾಖಿಲ ವೇದ ವಿದ್ಯಂ ಅಖಿಲಾನ್ ಯೋ ದ್ರಾವಿಡಾನ್ ವ್ಯಾಕರೋತ್ ವೇದಾಂತಾನ್ ಕುರುಕೇಶ್ವರಂ ಗುಣನಿಧಿಂ ಶ್ರೀವಿಷ್ಣು ಚಿತ್ತಂ ಗುರುಂ ವಾತ್ಸ್ಯಂ ತಂ ವರದಂ ಚ ವಾಗ್ವಿಜಯದಂ ವ್ಯಾಸಾರ್ಯಂ ಈಡೀಮಹಿ ಶ್ರೀಶೈಲಪೂರ್ಣಾತ್ ಅಖಿಲೇತಿಹಾಸ ಪುರಾಣಜಾಲಂ ಸಮವಾಪ್ಯ ಯೇನ ಪ್ರಾವರ್ತಿ ಸಂದರ್ಶ ಯತೇವ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಭಾವಂ ಮುನಿಂ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಣಂ ಆಶ್ರಯೇಹಂ ಯಂ ಪ್ರವ್ರಜಂತಂ ಅನುಪೇತಂ ಅಪೇತಕೃತ್ಯಂ ದ್ವೈಪಾಯನೋ ವಿರಹಕಾತರ ಆಜುಹಾವ ಪುತ್ರೇತಿ ತನ್ಮಯತಯಾ ತರವೋಭಿನೇದುಃ ತಂ ಸರ್ವಭೂತ ಸುಹೃದಂ ಮುನಿಂ ಆನತೋಸ್ಮಿ ವ್ಯಾಸಂ ವಸಿಷ್ಠನಪ್ತಾರಂ ಶಕ್ತಿಃ ಪೌತ್ರಂ ಅಕಲ್ಮಷಂ ಪರಾಶರಾತ್ಮಜಂ ವಂದೇ ಶುಕತಾತಂ ತಪೋನಿಧಿಂ ಜನ್ಮಾದ್ಯಸ್ಯ ಯತೋನ್ವಯಾದಿ ತರತಶ್ಚ ಅರ್ಥೇಷು ಅಭಿಜ್ಞಸ್ವರಾಟ್ ತೇನೇ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಹೃದಯ ಆದಿಕವಯೇ ಮುಹ್ಯಂತಿ ಯತ್ಸೂರಯಃ ತೇಜೋ ವಾರಿಂ ಮೃದಾಂ ಯತೋ ವಿನಿಮಯೋ ಯತ್ರ ತ್ರಿಸರ್ಗೋ ಮೃಷಾ ಧಾಮ್ನಾ ಸ್ವೇನ ಸದಾ ನಿರಸ್ತಕುಹಕಂ ಸತ್ಯಂ ಪರಂ ಧೀಮಹಿ ನಿಗಮಕಲ್ಪತರೋರ್ಗಲಿತಂ ಫಲಂ ಶುಕಮುಖಾತಮೃತದ್ರವ ಸಂಯುತಂ ಪಿಬತ ಭಾಗವತಂ ರಸಮಾಲಯಂ ಮುಹುರಹೋ ರಸಿಕಾ ಭುವಿ ಭಾವುಕಾಃ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯರ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಜಾನಕಿ ಫ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಹೈ and the vast grace of Lord Krishna like the blue sky, it's my pleasure to deliver to you in Mumbai the essence of Bhagavata Puranam hereby. Namaskaram to all. With great pleasure, I invite to you all to this 7-day discourse on Srimad Bhagavata Puranam, Bhagavata Saptaham Upanyasam, organized by Srimati Janaki Ravindran and her family with their sincere, dedicated, devotional efforts, and I wholeheartedly thank her and her family for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And also I thank you all for turning up in large numbers to attend this Bhagavata Saptaham. Now, what is Bhagavatam? Bhagavataha idam Bhagavatam. Something which belongs to Bhagavan is called Bhagavatam. How this Puranam came into existence? Bhagavatam itself narrates. Vedavyasa, we all know about Vedavyasa. Once Vyasa was sitting in his ashram after having composed 545 Brahma Sutras. As per Ramanuja's calculation, 545 Brahma Sutras, the great epic Mahabharatam, various Puranas, Harivamsham, Alid text, everything was composed by Vedavyasa. Still, Vyasa's inner conscience was prompting him, your job is not yet over. You have not completed your work. You have not pleased the Lord fully. Do something more. Do something more. Bhagavatam says, first canto, 4th chapter, 30th verse, 1-4-30. तथापि बतमे दैह्यो हि आत्मा चैव आत्मना विभुः असंपन्न इवाभाति ब्रह्मवर्चस्य सत्तमः. Vyasa thinks, I have not satisfied Bhagavan yet. I have not done good to people yet. I should do something more. I have not completed my task. I should do something more. But what is that something? Something more. What is it? Vyasa was thinking, he was having some mental turmoil, he could not get peace of mind. At that time, Narada entered into the hermitage, ashramam of Vedavyasa. Now Narada, he told Vyasa, I know the reason for your mental turmoil. Vyasa told him, oh, is it? Please tell me. Now Narada speaks out to Vyasa, oh Vyasa, you have written Mahabharatam, which is a magnum opus. ಧರ್ಮೇಚ ಅರ್ಥೇಚ ಕಾಮೇಚ ಮೋಕ್ಷೇಚ ಭರತರ್ಷಭ ಯದಿಹಾಸ್ತಿ ತದ್ ಅನ್ಯತ್ರ ಎನ್ನೇಹಾಸ್ತಿ ನ ತತ್ ಕ್ವಚಿತ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಹಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಧರ್ಮ ಅರ್ಥ ಕಾಮ ಮೋಕ್ಷ, ರೈಟಿಯಸ್ ಲೈಫ್, ವೆಲ್ತ್, happiness, liberation, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, whatever is there about all these 4 purusharthas, everything is present within the 1,25,000 verses of Mahabharatam. If you are unable to find some spiritual matter within Mahabharatam, you need not waste your time in searching for other books, because if something is not there in Mahabharatam, it will not be there in any other text. So it is a magnum opus. Narada tells Vyasa, yes, Mahabharatam is a magnum opus, but that Mahabharatam focused more on the familial conflict between Pandavas and Kauravas rather than focusing on Krishna Leelas. Krishna comes in Mahabharatam as well. Vyasa has described the glories of Krishna in Mahabharatam as well, no doubt. But he has given lesser space to Lord Krishna and more space to Pandavas, Kauravas, their hierarchy, their descendants, how they went into the game of dice, gambling, and then fight, everything. That occupies more space. Krishna got less space. Now Narada says, Bhagavatam 159, Yatha dharmadayas charthaha munivaryanu kirtitaha nathatha vasudevasya mahimahi anuvarnitaha. If you give guest role to a mass hero, will the fans accept it? Narada asks that question. These days we see lot of mass heroes. If the mass hero is given just a guest role of 20 minutes in a movie, will his fans accept? No. We want our mass hero to come from the first frame to last frame, first scene to last scene. We want to see our mass hero. Similarly, we are all die-hard fans of Lord Krishna. Krishna is our mass hero. Can you give guest role to Lord Krishna? Can you give limited small space to Lord Krishna? Will devotees accept that? No, that is the reason for your mental turmoil. So in Mahabharata, you have given lesser space to Krishna and more space to all those histories, fight, gambling and everything else. So Vyasa, Narada advises, you compose a new epic where it focuses more, full on the glories of Lord Sriman Narayana. Vyasa, you compose a new epic that fully focuses on the glories of Lord Sriman Narayana and also Lord Krishna. You can explain dharmas then and there, that is different. But from the first verse to last verse, first letter to last letter, first page to last page, it should sing the glories of Lord Sriman Narayana, his avatars, especially Krishna Avataram. Then only it will appeal to the masses. Then only you will get peace of mind. 1.5.22 Avichitortah kavibhir nirupitaha yaduttama shloka gunanu varnanam. Now Vyasa got the point from Narada. Okay, now I will compose a new Puranam. Again it will be about Krishna. Major content will be about Krishna. But not like Mahabharatam. I will focus on Bhagavan's histories and Leelas fully. Now Vyasa sits in his ashram, meditates on Bhagavan. Bhagavatam 176. Vyasa's ashram is called Shayyaprasam. Shayyaprasam on the banks of river Saraswati. Anarthopashamam sakshat bhakti yogam adhokshaje lokasya ajanato vidvan chakre satvata samhitam. Now Vyasa meditated on Bhagavan and Krishna Leelas just flashed across the mental screen of Veda Vyasa. He enjoyed them. He immersed himself in those Leelas. Now composed a new text, a new epic with 18,000 verses, 335 chapter and 12 cantos, 12 skandhas, 335 adhyayas, 18,000 shlokas, and this Puranam completely focuses on Bhagavan. Now Vyasa thought, what name can I give to this Puranam? What name can he give? It focuses on Bhagavan. So I will name it as Bhagavata Puranam. Bhagavata means belonging to Bhagavan. Anything that belongs to Bhagavan, Bhagavan's property is called Bhagavatam. This is Bhagavatam because this is totally Bhagavan's property. It describes full from the first verse to last verse. It describes about Bhagavan. That's why the first shlokam of Bhagavatam, Janmadhyasya Yathonvayadi, that itself explains the glories of Bhagavan so beautifully. The first verse, Janmadhyasya Yathonvayadi Taratascha Arteshu Abhigyaswarat Tene Brahma Hrida Ya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yatsurayah Tejovari Mridam Yato Vinimayaha Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. It means Janmadhyasya Yataha, the one who is responsible for Janma, generation, creation of this universe, Adi, protection, destruction. That is the one who is responsible for Janma, Stema, Banga, creation, protection, destruction, generation, operation, destruction of this universe is Bhagavan. Since he performs generation, operation, destruction, he is called God. G-O-D, G for generation, O for operation, D for destruction. Akila Bhuvana Janma Stema Bhanga Adi Leele. He is Bhagavan, Janmadhyasya Yataha. Anvayat, he is within every object in this universe. That Bhagavan, he dwells within every object in this universe. Anvayat, Itaratasharteshu. At the same time, he is different from everything. Though he dwells within every object, He is different from every object. He is greater than everything. He is the greatest. Itaratascha arteshu. Abhignaha. He is omniscient. He is all-knowing. He is sarvajna. Swarat. He is not bound by karma. He is independent. Swarat. He is independent one. He is not bound by karma. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye. Here Adikavi means Brahma. Brahma means Veda. It is the Lord who gave Vedas to Brahma. He created Brahma and he taught Vedas to Brahma by his Sankalpam. Muhyanti Yat Suryaha. While describing the auspicious attributes of Bhagavan, even Nitya Suris in Vaikuntham, Garuda, Vishwaksena, Adisesha, even they just get bewildered while explaining the glories of Bhagavan. Muhyanti Yat Suryaha. Tejovari Mridam Yato Vinimayaha. In Ramanuja Sampradaya Patam, it is Yato Vinimayaha. In other traditions, it is Yatha Vinimayaha. But in Ramanuja tradition, it is Yato Vinimayaha. Tejovari Mridam. Tejaha means fire. Vari means water. Mrit means earth. Earth, water, fire. Two more remaining. 5 elements. Earth, water, fire. 2 more remaining. Air and sky. These 5 elements combined together into this universe. Yato Vinimayaha. Because of whom he is Bhagavan. Because of whom 5 elements joined together as this universe. Tejovari Mridam Yato Vinimayaha. Yatra Trisargo Mrisha. 3 Sargaha. We see 3 qualities. Sattvagunam, Rajogunam, Tamogunam. But Bhagavan is beyond all 3. He is Shuddha Sattva. He is beyond materialistic Sattvagunam. He is beyond Rajogunam. He is beyond Tamogunam. He is full of spiritual Sattvagunam. Pure Sattva, Shuddha Sattva. So Trisargo Mrisha. These 3 gunas never affect him. Dhamna Svena. He is shining with the light of knowledge. Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. That's why he has no confusion. Our knowledge is just concealed. It is contracted. So we are always confused. But Bhagavan is full of wisdom. His knowledge is never concealed. So he is never confused. Satyam. Satyam means unchanging one. Bhagavan never changes. Param. He is the greatest. Dhimahi. I worship that Bhagavan. Satyam Param Dhimahi. There is another secret behind this Dhimahi, which I will say on the last day of the Upanyasam. Now itself I have given promo. Because this word Dhimahi, where do you find it? Gayatri Mantram. This Bhagavata Puranam is the essence of Gayatri Mantram. How? In the last chapter, you will get another shlokam as Dhimahi. In that Dhimahi, I will explain the connection between this Dhimahi, that Dhimahi, Gayatri Dhimahi and Bhagavata Puranam. So, starts with Bhagavan, completes with another Dhimahi Bhagavan, completely dedicated to Bhagavan. So it is Bhagavan's property. Anything which is Bhagavan's property is called Bhagavatam. This is Bhagavata Puranam, completely solely belonging to Bhagavan. So it was named as Bhagavata Puranam. Not only that, Vyasa arranged these 12 chapters in a very interesting manner. Each chapter deals with a particular aspect of Bhagavan. We say 12 skandams, 12 cantos. Each deals with particular aspect of Bhagavan because it is fully dedicated to Bhagavan. Now take the case of first canto, it deals with Lord Krishna. Second canto, the universal form, Virat Rupam of Bhagavan. Third canto, Varaha Avataram and Kapila Avataram. Fourth canto, Perumal's Avataram as Prithu Chakravarti. Fifth canto, Perumal's Avataram as Rishabha Deva, another Rishabha Yogi. It is another rare incarnation of Bhagavan. Number 6, a powerful hymn dedicated to Narayana, Narayana Kavacham. Very powerful hymn which protects at all times. 7, Narasimha Avataram. 8, Kurma Avataram, Dhanvantari Avataram, Mohini Avataram, Vamana Avataram, Matsya Avataram. 9, Rama Avataram, Parashurama Avataram. 10, Balarama, Krishna. 11, Hamsa Avataram, God's incarnation as a swan. 12, Vatapatra Shayi, child on a banyan leaf. So, completely dedicated to Bhagavan. This is Bhagavata Puranam because first canto deals with Krishna, second canto, universal form, third canto, Varaha Kapila, fourth, Prithu Chakravarti, fifth, Rishabha Deva, sixth, Narayana Kavacham, 7 Narasimha, 8 Kurma, Dhanvantari, Mohini, Vamana and Matsya, 9 Parashurama Rama, 10 Balarama Krishna, 11 Hamsavataram, 12 Vatapatrashayi, completely dedicated to various aspects of Bhagavan. So it is called Bhagavata Puranam. There is one more explanation. Great devotees, they are called Bhagavatas. How do we refer to great devotees? Bhagavatas, why? Bhagavata means Bhagavan's property. We are also Bhagavan's property. Great devotees are Bhagavan's properties. So we call them as Bhagavatas. This is Bhagavata Puranam because it completely speaks about Bhagavatas. It speaks about devotees. How? Back to start. 12 cantos are there. First canto speaks about the great devotee Bhishma. Second canto speaks about Khatvanga. Third canto, Sanat Kumara. 4, Dhruva. 5, Jadabharata. 6, Ajamila who chanted Narayana name once. 7, Prahlada. 8, Gajendra. 9, Ambarisha. 10, Gopikas. 11, Uddhava. 12, Markandeya. Bhagavata Puranam, a Puranam of Bhagavatas. Completely dedicated to Bhagavatas. So 1, Bhishma. 2, Khatvanga. 3 Sanat Kumaras, 4 Dhruva, 5 Jadabharata, 6 Ajamila, 7 Prahlada, 8 Gajendra, 9 Ambarisha, 10 Gopikas, 11 Uddhava, 12 Markandeya. Bhagavatas Puranam is called Bhagavata Puranam. So on one hand, it belongs to Bhagavan, so Bhagavata Puranam. On the other hand, it speaks about Bhagavatas in every chapter, so it is Bhagavata Puranam. Sa Samhitam Bhagavatim Kritva. Bhagavatam itself says, Sa Samhitam Bhagavatim Kritva. Vyasa composed this. And listening to this Bhagavata Puranam for 7 days is called Saptaham. Sapta means 7. Saptaha means 7 days listening to Bhagavata Puranam. Why is it so significant? Padma Puranam lists out 6 important significant points about this Bhagavata Saptaham, listening to Bhagavatam for 7 days. The first significance is Menire Bhagavad Rupam Shastram Bhagavatam Kalau. Lord Krishna's form in Kali Yugam is Sakshat Bhagavata Puranam. Bhagavata Puranam is not mere text. It is not letter printed on paper. It is actually Lord Krishna's form in this Kali Yugam. In Kali Yugam, Lord Krishna dwells with us in the form of Bhagavata Puranam. So, if you have a book of Bhagavatam in your home, it means Lord Krishna is directly residing at our home. There is no doubt about that. Because after completing his avatar, Krishna did not return to his abode of Vaikuntham. Rather, after completing his avataram, Krishna entered into the book of Bhagavatam. So in Kali Yugam, Menire Bhagavad Rupam Shastram Bhagavatam Kalau. So in Kali Yugam, Krishna dwells in the form of Bhagavata Puranam. So where is Krishna now? He is in Bhagavatam. What is Bhagavatam? It is Krishna himself. So if you read Bhagavatam, you are not reading a text. You are immersing yourself into Lord Krishna. That is the difference between other forms of worship and Bhagavata Saptaham. You can do meditation. You can chant the names. You can chant stotras. You can go for pilgrimage. You can go for holy dip, yatras, everything, punya tirtham. But they are all methods to worship Bhagavan. But Bhagavatam, it is Sakshat Bhagavan. That's the difference. Padma Puranam goes to the extent of saying, Bhagavan has many forms. It says, Vedadihi, Pranavam Omkaram is one form of Bhagavan. Vedamata cha, Gayatri is one form of Bhagavan. Paurusham Suktameva cha, Purusha Suktam is one form of Bhagavan. Trayi, Veda, Veda itself is one form of Bhagavan. Dwadashakshara eva cha, the 12-syllabled mantram, Vasudeva mantram. Mantra should not be said in open forum. It should be received as secret upadesham. But these days, actually Pramana Shloka says, Mantram yatnena gopaget, Gurum prakashayet dhiman. We should sing the glory of Acharya in public. Recite mantra secretly. But we are doing the converse. We don't speak the glory of Acharya in public. That we do it in secret. But chant mantra on mic, public forum, YouTube, everywhere. So mantra is secret, 12-syllabled mantram. That Vasudeva mantram is one form of Bhagavan. So Omkaram and then Vedamata Gayatri, Purusha Suktam, Veda, 12-syllabled mantra, Dwadashatma, sun is one form of Bhagavan. Dhyaya Sada, Savitrimandala Madhyavarti Narayanaha. Prayagascha, Prayaga Kshetram. Prayag itself is Bhagavan's personification. Then Kala Samvatsaratmakaha, kalam, time. Time is one form of Bhagavan. Brahmanascha, Vedic scholars, Vedic Pandits are one form of Bhagavan. Agnihotram cha, Agnihotram, the oblation done in holy fire, the sacred oblation of Agnihotram, it is one form of Bhagavan. Surabhihi, the holy cow, Kamadenu, cow is one form of Bhagavan. Dwadashi tata, Dwadashi titi, it is one form of Bhagavan. Tulasi cha, holy basil, Tulasi, it is one form of Bhagavan. Vasantascha, Vasanta Kalam, spring season, it is one form of Bhagavan. Then Trayi Bhagavatam Chaiva, Bhagavata Puranam is also one form of Bhagavan. So Vedadir Vedamata che, Paurusham Suktameva che, Trayi Bhagavatam Chaiva, Dwadashakshara eva che, Dwadashatma Prayagasche, Kala Samvatsaratmakaha, Brahmanascha Agnihotranche, Surabhir Dwadashi Tata, Tulasicha Vasantasche, Purushottama eva che. So this Bhagavatam is the embodiment of Bhagavan, personification of Lord Krishna. It is Krishna's form in Kali Yugam. So Saptaham is immersing ourselves in the nectarine experience of Lord Krishna directly. This is the first significance. Now, second significance. If you listen to Bhagavatam, Bhakti Jnana Viraganam Tadgoshena Balam Mahat, as you just listen to the sound of Bhagavata Puranam, we chant so many shlokas in between. Whether you understand them or not, just listening to the sound of Bhagavatam ensures that Bhakti, Jnanam, Vairagyam grow stronger, stronger and stronger within us. Bhakti, devotion to Bhagavan. Jnanam, spiritual knowledge, wisdom. Vairagyam, detachment from worldly pleasures. So devotion, bhakti, spiritual wisdom, jnana, vairagyam, detachment from worldly things, they just grow stronger and stronger within us just by listening to the sound of Bhagavatam. Not only that, kaler dosha imas sarve hi simha goshat vrika ive. If you listen to Bhagavatam, all the evils of Kali Yugam will get eradicated. We won't feel as if we are living in Kali Yugam. It will appear as if we are living in Krita Yugam, Satya Yuga. So Kali Yuga doshas will get eradicated. Tat kathasutu vedarthaha shloke shloke pade pade. In every word of Bhagavatam, every line of Bhagavatam, in every verse of Bhagavatam, Vedic wisdom is embedded within. We may not be entitled to read Vedas or to learn the purport of Vedas. No problem. If you know Bhagavatam, that itself is enough to give you the essence of Vedas. That's why we say, Nigamat kalpataror galitam phalam shukamukhat amritadrava sanyutam. Veda is a karpaka tree. Bhagavatam is the fruit which came from that tree. Shuka is the parrot. Shuka Brahmam is the parrot that gave that fruit to us. So this fruit has the essence of that tree. To put it simple, we see Palkova. Palkova has the essence of the entire milk. 100-liter milk essence can be seen in 1 liter of Palkova. Similarly, the essence of the entire Vedas can be seen within 1 line of Bhagavata Purana. That's the glory of Bhagavata Saptaham number 2. So number 1, this is direct Krishna's experience. Number 2, Bhakti, Jnanam, Vairagyam grow, Kali Yuga doshas are destroyed and Vedic knowledge comes to us. 2. Point number 3, Katha Bhagavatasyapi Nityam bhavati yadgrihe tadgriham tirtharupam hi vasatam papanashanam. The place where Bhagavata Saptaham is conducted, becomes equal to a Punya Tirtham like Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri. The place itself, now this Shraddha apartments, this has become Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, a Punya Tirtham. Anybody who accidentally enters into the place where once Bhagavata Saptaham has been conducted, he will be relieved of all sins. If a person takes bath in Ganges, anytime he may take bath, but his sins will get destroyed. If Bhagavata Saptaham is conducted here, this place from this moment has become Ganga, it has become Yamuna, it has become Kaveri, it has become Godavari, a Punya Tirtham. It cleanses all the people who just enter accidentally and relieves them of all their sins. This is the third greatness of Bhagavata Saptaham. Number 4, listening to one Bhagavata Saptaham is equivalent to So many yagas. Ashwamedha Sahasrani, Vajapeya Shatani cha, Shukashastra Kathayascha, Kalam Nargati Shodashim. One Saptaham is equivalent to performance of 16,000 Ashwamedha Yagams and 1,600 Vajapeya Yagams. See, in this Kali Yugam, doing one Yagam itself is very, very difficult. 16,000 Ashwamedha Yagams plus 1,600 Vajapeya Yagams, what benefit you derive? That same benefit you derive just by listening to Bhagavatam for 7 days. That's why in one Upanyasam, I told the people, we have to listen like Parikshit. Parikshit listens so attentively. If you listen to Bhagavatam like Parikshit, you will give lot of benefit. Then that person asked me, if I have to listen like Parikshit, you have to say like Shuka Brahmam. Upanyasagar is not speaking like Shuka Brahmam, then how can we listen like Parikshit? That is a valid question. Let it be. So this has so many benefits. Not only that, Shlokardham Shlokapadam va Nityam Bhagavatodbhavam Patasva Swamukhe naiva Yadichasi Param Gatim. If a person wants to attain liberation, just read Bhagavatam. At least one shlokam, half shlokam or quarter shlokam at least. If you have uttered at least quarter verse from Bhagavatam, that will qualify you to attain liberation. That greatness is there for this Bhagavata Saptaham. Number 4. Number 5. Janmakoti kritam papam nashyate natra sangshayaha. Now, this is one interesting point. If you listen to one Bhagavata Saptaham, the sins committed in crores of janmas will get destroyed. At the same time, Koti Janma Samuttene, Punyena Ivatu Labhyate, only if you have done Punyam for crores of Janmas, you will have the boon of listening to Bhagavata Saptaham. If you listen to Bhagavata Saptaham, then sins committed in crores of Janmas will be destroyed. But if you have to listen to Bhagavata Saptaham, you should have performed Punyams in crores of Janmas before. Without that, you will not get that opportunity. That's why even we may plan, I have to attend that Saptaham. Our car may get punctured. We may not be able to attend. Some guests may come to our home. For some reason, we may not get it. Only if we have done Punyams for crores of Janmas, we would get it. But once you get the opportunity, crores of Janma Papas, they all get destroyed. This is the 5th greatness. Now the last but not the least, final thing. If we do lecture of Ramayanam, who will come there? Hanuman. Now, this is lecture of Bhagavatam. Who should come? How? For Ramayanam, Rama's messenger, Hanuman is coming. For Bhagavatam? Yes, this is what Padma Puranam says. Atha Vaishnava Chitteshu Dritva Bhaktim Alaukikam Nijalokam Parityajya Bhagavan Bhaktavatsalaha Vanamali Ghanashyamaha Pitavasa Manoharaha Kanchi Kalapa Ruchiraha Lasan Mukuta Kundalaha Tribhanga Lalitascharu Kaustubhena Virajitaha Koti Manmatha Lavanyaha Harichandana Charchitaha Sakshat Bhagavan Sriman Narayana himself will come to us. Lord Krishna himself will come because we are listening to Bhagavata stories, devotee stories. Krishna will come to us. I will sit on your lap as Kuti Krishna, child Krishna. You listen to Bhagavatam along with me. So if you chant Ramayanam, Rama's messenger Hanuman will come. But if you chant Bhagavatam, Krishna won't send messenger. Krishna himself will come and listen to Bhagavatam along with us. That's the glory of Bhagavatam. So this Saptaham, Bhagavata Saptaham, has so much of greatness and significance embedded within, and it is very, very, very auspicious for the people who listen. Now, the first ever Saptaham in history was conducted by Shuka Brahmam. The first ever Saptaham in world history, it was conducted by Shuka Brahmam. And Parikshit listened to it. Shuka Brahmam is the son of Vedavyasa. Parikshit is the grandson of Arjuna. So the son of Vedavyasa chants Bhagavatam, and the grandson of Arjuna, Parikshit, listened to it. How, why, and when Parikshit listened to Bhagavatam from Shuka Brahmam? The events that unfolded, thereby leading to Parikshit's listening of Bhagavata Saptaham from Shuka Brahmam, has been narrated fully in the first canto of Bhagavatam. Now, we all move to Hastinapuram, where Mahabharatam war was just over and Pandavas are there now in Hastinapuram. Mentally we embark on a journey to Hastinapuram. Bhagavatam 1st canto 8th chapter 1st verse. Athate samparetanam swanam udakamichhatam datum sakrishna gangayam puraskritya yayustriyaha. Now Mahabharata war was over. Pandavas emerged triumphant. Kauravas were defeated. Now Pandavas went to the banks of Ganga river and performed funeral rites for their relatives who were killed in the Mahabharata war. Sadhayitva Ajatashatroho Swam Rajyam Kitavairhritam. Krishna coronated Dharmaputra as the king, emperor of our nation. Dharmaputra Pattabhishekam was also over. Now Krishna said, my job is also over, so I bid goodbye. Krishna bids goodbye. 187. Amantriya Panduputranscha Shaineyodhava Sanyutaha Gantum Kritamatir Brahman Dwarakam Rathamastitaha. Now Krishna was about to proceed to Dwaraka. He was boarding his chariot to Dwaraka. At that time, a pregnant woman came running towards Lord Krishna. Upalebhe bhidhavantim uttaram bhayavihvalam. A pregnant woman came running towards Lord Krishna. Help me, help me. That pregnant woman was none other than Uttara, the wife of Abhimanyu. Arjuna's son was Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu's wife was Uttara. She became pregnant even before the war of Mahabharatam. But during Mahabharatam, Abhimanyu was killed by Kauravas. The deceased Abhimanyu is survived by his pregnant wife Uttara. She came running towards Lord Krishna. Pahi Pahi Mahayogin Uttara Stuti. Very, very important part in Bhagavatam 189. Pahi Pahi Mahayogin Deva Deva Jagatpate Nanyam Twadabhayam Pashye Yatra Mrityuf Parasparam Abhidravati Mamisha Sharastaptaya So Vibho Kamam Dahatu Mamnatha Mame Garbho Nipatyatam. Oh Krishna, a hot iron arrow is attacking me from somewhere. A hot arrow, iron arrow, a weapon is attacking me. I am not sure from where it is coming, but it is trying to burn me. Oh Krishna, I am not worried about my life. Let it burn me into ashes. But the only successor of Pandava dynasty is within my womb. In my uterus, the entire Pandava dynasty's sole successor is there, she said. Because Pandavas lost all their children in Mahabharata. In that war, all their children were killed. The only successor remaining for the entire Pandava clan is Abhimanyu's son, who is in the uterus of Uttara. He is the only successor. So Uttara pleads to Bhagavan, please save my child. If that child is killed, then the Pandava clan totally will get destroyed. They will have no successors at all. So this may burn me, but it should not burn my child. Please save me. Krishna realized it was Ashwatthama's Apandavastra. Ashwatthama wanted to take revenge on Pandavas. So he had sent an astra called Apandavastra. Apandavastra means it will destroy all the successors of Pandavas. Upadharya vachastasyaha Bhagavan Bhaktavatsalaha Apandavam idam kartum Dronerastram abudhyata Swamayaya avurunodgarbham Vairatyaha kurutantave. Krishna realized, oh, this is Ashwatthama's astram. I have to protect this child. What can I do? Krishna, without a second thought, Krishna himself entered into the womb of Uttara to protect the child which was inside. Krishna took a short form, thumb-sized form, and Krishna entered into the uterus of Uttara and he just revolved around the child to protect it. This has been described vividly by Shuka Brahmam in Bhagavatam 1.12.7, first canto, 12th section, 7th verse. Matur garbhagato viraha satada bhrigunandana dadarsha purusham kanchit dakhyamanostra tejasa. The child was within the fetus in the womb of the mother. It saw a divine, brilliant person encircling him. Angushta matram, he was thumb-sized. Amalam, he had a pure body. Spurat puratamaulinam, he had a brilliant crown on his head. That divine person, thumb-sized person, was encircling the child and protecting him. The child is just looking around. That person was encircling him. He was revolving around him. Apivya darshanam, the divine person Krishna, thumb-sized Krishna, apivya darshanam shyamam tadidbhasasam achyutam. He was having blue-hued divine body. He was shining like a lightning. Srimad Dirga Chaturbahum. He had 4 long arms. tapta kanchana kundalam. He was wearing golden earrings, kshatajaksham, lotus-eyed, gadapanim, carrying a mace, gada in his hands. Atmana sarvatodisham, paribhramantam ulkabham, brahmayantam gadam muhuhu. He was swinging his mace, and just like sunlight driving away droplets of dew, just like sunlight driving away droplets of dew, the Lord drove away all those weapons, those Ashwatthama's astras. The Lord drove away with his mace. Astra tejasva gadaya niharamiva gopatihi vidhamantam sannikarshe pariyekshata ityaso. So the Lord with his mace drove away that astram just like sunlight drives away droplets of dew. The Lord came out after protecting the child, and then he boarded his chariot. He went to Dwaraka. But even after the Lord had come out, even after he had reached Dwaraka itself, the child was still looking on all sides. Because the child saw a divine person encircling him. The child thought, he may be revolving around me in some other direction. Let me find him. The child was revolving. It was rotating. That's why Pari Aikshata Ityasau, that child came to be known as Parikshit. In Sanskrit, Pari means turning around. Ikshate means looking or searching. Pari, it was turning around. Ikshate, looking, searching. For Krishna, oh, where is he? Some divine person revolved around me. He saved me from a fierce weapon. Where is he? Pari, turning around. Ikshate, looking around. Pari, turning around. Ikshate, looking around. So he came to be known as Parikshit. Since he looked around and searched for Lord, he came to be known as Parikshit. Names have reasons. All names have reasons. What is Parikshit's mother's name? Uttara. That has a reason. In Sanskrit, Ut means great. Uttara means greater. Actually, Uttara means greater person. But the problem is, in English, if you use comparative degree, you should say greater than whom. You can call a person great, no problem. You can even say the greatest, no problem. But if you say greater than whom? Similarly, in Sanskrit, Ut means great. Uttama means the greatest. But she is not Ut. She is not Uttama. She is Uttara, greater. Then greater than whom? There were some great blessed souls who carried Bhagavan in their wombs. Aditi Devi carried Vamana. Devaki carried Krishna. Kausalya carried Rama. Those great souls, they carried Bhagavan in their wombs. Some great souls carried Bhagavatas in their wombs. Suniti, the mother of Dhruva. Kayadu, the mother of Prahlada, Sumitra, the mother of Lakshmana, they carried Bhagavatas in their wombs. But this Uttara is greater than all of them because simultaneously she carried Bhagavan and Bhagavata in her womb at the same time. At the same time, both Bhagavan and Bhagavata were in the womb of Uttara, which Bhagyam no other woman in this universe got. She is greater than those who carried Bhagavan in their wombs. She is greater than those who carried Bhagavatas in their wombs. She is greater than all of them. So she is not Uttama, she is not Ut, she is Uttara. She is greater than all those who carried Bhagavan or Bhagavata in their wombs because she carried Bhagavan and Bhagavata in her womb. So she is called Uttara, the greater one. Not only that, when she gave birth to the child Parikshit, actually we call him Parikshit. His actual name, birth name, given name was Vishnurata. Because when Parikshit was born, Dharmaputra requested rishis to name him. Rishis saw the child and said, Rato vonugraharthaya Vishnuna Prabha Vishnuna. Rata means protected. Vishnurata means protected by Vishnu. This child would have been burnt into ashes. But Vishnu protected this child. Krishna protected this child and made it survive. So, Vishnurata, the child protected by Lord Krishna or Vishnu, Vishnurata. Now, Dharmaputra asked those rishis, how will my grandson come up in future? Because all grandfathers have got that concern. My grandson should be a great scholar in future. He should come up with flying colors in his academics and many things. Now, this grandfather Dharmaputra, He asks rishis, how will my grandson come up in future? Just reading out these passages will ensure that our children and grandchildren emerge as such great souls. Just listen to it. Rishis answer Dharmaputra, your grandson will come up to a great stage in future. Partha Prajavita Sakshat Ikshvakuriva Manavaha. He will become a great king and protect his subjects just like Ikshvaku Maharaja who protected his subjects. 1. 2. Brahmanya Satyasandhascha Ramo Dasharathir. He will speak the truth and abide by dharma like Lord Rama. Yesha Data Sharanyascha Yatha Hi Aushinara Shibihi. He will be open-handed like Shibi Chakravarti. Dhanvinam Agrani Reshaha Tulyascha Arjuna Yordvayoho. He will be well versed in archery skills just like Kartavirya Arjuna and your brother Arjuna. Dharmaputra's younger brother Arjuna. Just like those two Arjunas, he will be well versed in archery. Hutasha iva durdarshaha. He will be unconquerable like fire. Samudra iva dustaraha. He will be massive like the ocean. Mrigendra iva vikrantaha. He will be valorous like lion. Sakishnu pitarau iva. He will be patient like our parents. Because parents are the most patient beings in the universe. Because even if we insult them, even if we harm them, even if we commit lot of offenses, our parents never get angry on us. So they are the most patient people on this world. So he will be as patient as parents. Pitamaha Samasamye. He will treat all beings equally, just like Brahma who treats everybody equally. Prasade Girishopamaha. While giving boons, he will be as magnanimous as Ashutoshi Lord Shiva. Ashraya Sarvabhutanam Yata Devo Ramasrayaha. In protecting people who seek asylum, he will be like Lord Narayana, Sharanagata Rakshaka Narayana. Sarva Sadguna Mahatmye Yesha Krishna Manuvrataha. He will be endowed with all auspicious qualities just like Lord Krishna. Rantideva Ivodaraha. He will be magnanimous like King Rantideva. Yayati Riva Dharmikaha. He will follow Dharma like Yayati Maharaja. Krishne Prahlada Iva Sadgrahaha. He will be very much devoted to Bhagavan like Prahlada. These are all the Lakshanams of Parikshit. He will come up as a great soul in the future. Rishis blessed him. Now Parikshit grew up under the tutelage of Pandavas. When Pandavas were teaching Parikshit to Rishis, nobody in the last row spoke in between. That's why Parikshit was able to listen to all those lessons very well and came up as a great exemplary prince. Sa Uttarasya Tanayam Upayema Iravatim. Then Parikshit married his maternal uncle's daughter Iravati. Parikshit's mother Uttara. Her brother was Uttara Kumara, Virata prince. We see Virata Parvam, Uttara Kumara, for whom Arjuna drove chariot. That Uttara Kumara was Parikshit's maternal uncle. His daughter was Iravati. Parikshit married Iravati. Janamejayadin Shaturaha Tasyam Utpadayat Sutan. And he was blessed with 4 sons, the eldest of them being Janamejaya, the well-renowned Janamejaya. Now at this stage, Pandavas were ready to depart from this earth. Before departing from this earth, Pandavas coronated Parikshit as the emperor of our nation. Now we go to 1:16-2. Bhagavatam, 1st canto, 16th chapter, 2nd verse onwards. Pandavas coronated Parikshit as the king of our nation and they went to the heavenly abode. Now Parikshit, he went on a Digvijayam throughout his kingdom. He went to the banks of river Saraswati. There Parikshit saw a horrible scene that disturbed him so much. What was that scene? Parikshit saw a man who was trying to chop off the legs of a bull. He had already chopped off 3 legs of that bull, and that bull was struggling with a single leg, and this evil fellow was trying to chop off that remaining 1 leg as well. Now Parikshit, he tried to stop that man. He went near. Parikshit realized that the bull was not a bull, the man was not a man. Bull was not a bull. The bull was Dharmadeva. It was the personification of Dharmadeva. The man was here not a man. He was the personification of Kali Yugam. He was Kali Purusha. Krishna has departed from this universe. So Dwapara Yugam was over. Kali Yugam had just begun. The Kali Purusha, the embodiment of Kali Yugam was that man. Bull was Dharmadeva. This Kali Yugam was chopping off the limbs of Dharma as the legs of that bull. Dharma has 4 legs. If we adhere to those 4 legs or limbs, Dharma will stand firm and strong. But if we leave away those 4 limbs, how can the bull stand? Similarly, if those 4 limbs are left out, Dharma cannot survive. Okay? What are those 4 limbs? Tapashaucham daya satyam itipada krite kritaha. Tapas, shaucham, daya, satyam. Tapas means austerities. We have to observe our austerities and daily anushtanams. That is the first limb of dharma. Second limb is shaucham. External purity, internal purity, both are needed. Body should also be pure. Mind should also be pure. These days some people say mental purity is enough. Your body can be impure, no problem. No. External purity is also important. Internal purity is also equally important. So that is the second limb. Number 3, daya, compassion. We should show compassion to other creatures. That is the third limb of dharma. Number 4, satyam. We should speak the truth. So austerities, external and internal purity, compassion, truth. These are the 4 limbs of dharma. If we follow them, adhere to them, dharma can stand strong and survive. Now the problem is this evil person, Kalipurusha, he has already used 3 swords, 3 different swords to chop off these 3 legs. Not with the same sword. 3 different swords. Bhagavatam says, Adharmashais trayo bhagnaha smaya sanga madaistava. He had used 3 swords. Smaya, ego. Sanga, lust. Mada, delusion. Ego, lust, delusion. With these 3 swords, he had chopped off 3 legs. Why? There is a great secret within. See, if we listen to our scriptures, great lessons we can get. If you develop ego, you will lose your tapas. The more we get ego, the more we get the sense of I, your tapas will be gone. You will lose your austerities. So what did this Kalipurusha do? He used ego as the first sword and cut off the leg called tapas. If I have to cut off tapas, I should use ego. So with ego, he cut off austerities. Second one, if you develop lust, if you develop kamam, then your external purity will also be lost. Mental, internal purity will also be lost. So he used kamam, lust, as the second sword and cut off the limb called purity, shaucham. Number 3, if you get confused, if you are deluded, you cannot show compassion to others. I myself is confused. I am myself confused. How can I help you? How can I show you compassion? We will become angry. So, using the delusion and confusion as the third sword, he cut off the third leg, which is called compassion. Now he has a 4th sword in his hand, which is called falsehood, because he wants to chop off the 4th leg, which is truth. So, ego is the sword for tapas. Lust is the sword for purity. Confusion is the sword for compassion. Falsehood is the sword for truth. Now he is having the 4th sword in his hand and looking to chop off the 4th limb with which the bull is struggling. He is trying to chop it off. Idanim dharmapadaste satyam nirvartayet yataha tam jigrikshati adharmoyam anritena yeditah kalihi. Parikshit saw that. He realized everything. Parikshit took out his sword and went to kill Kalipurusha. But Kalipurusha saw Parikshit. He did not chop off the 4th leg of the bull. Rather, Kalipurusha fell at the feet of Parikshit, performed Sharanagati to Parikshit. Oh Raja, please don't kill me. Kalipurusha surrendered, performed Sharanagati at the feet of Parikshit. Parikshit told him, you have surrendered to me. You have performed Sharanagati. Veda says, Tasmadapi vadhyam prapannam na pratiprayachanti. Once a person has surrendered to us, he has fallen at our feet, he has performed Sharanagati, then we should not kill him. Even if he may be an offender, but once he has fallen at our feet, we should forgive. So Parikshit told him, I will spare your life, Kalipurusha. I will let you go, but you should not enter into my kingdom. You should not stay anywhere within my kingdom. You get lost, because if you come inside, I know what all you cause, what all evil things you spread. I know about you. You should not enter into my kingdom of Bharatadesha. You can go elsewhere. but you should not come into my country. But Kali Purusha, he pleaded with Parikshit, O Raja, you should not send me away. This is the order of nature. This is Kali Yugam. This is my period. I have to come. Please give me some places to stay. So finally, just refer to Bhagavatam 1:17-38, first canto, 17th section, 38th verse. Parikshit says, I will give you 10 places. Only in those 10 places you should stay. So please remember, in these days, people leave away all achara anushtanams and they say, this is Kali Yugam. We will be like this only. No, 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 no. Only in these 10 places, Kali Yugam will reside. In all other places where in these flats we are reciting Bhagavatam, Kali Purusha will never dare to enter here. So Kali Purusha should live in only 10 places. Parikshit gave him 10 places. 1. Dyutam. You stay with gamblers who are involved in gambling. That may be online or offline. That's different, because online rummy, jungle rummy, whatever gambling they do, you go there. 2. Panam. Panam means drunkards. You go to drunkards. Whoever goes to those shop, you bar, you go to them. Number 3. Striyaha. People do divide of good conduct. Good conduct. We should live Ekapatni Vratam. We should follow that. Whoever is not following Ekapatni Vratam and living with bad conduct, you live with those persons. 4. Sunaha. Those who harm other beings for their pleasure. You see many sadists. They harm others and find pleasure in it. You live with those people. 5. Jata Rupam. Those who are greedy after money. Many people say money, 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 money. You go to them. Number 6. Anritam. Those who speak lies. 7. Madam. Arrogant people. 8. Kamam. Lustful people. 9. Rajaha. Angry people. Some people shout for nothing. Those people, angry people. Finally 10. Vairam. Those people who shows hostility towards innocent people. In social media you can see they will just heap so many criticism on some people for no reason. They will scold them, they will curse them like anything. Memes for fun is different. But just spitting venom, spewing venom, those kind of people, showing hostility for no reason on innocent people, you live with those people. So, gamblers, drunkards, people devoid of good conduct, those who harm other beings for their pleasure, those who are greedy after money, those who speak lies, those who are arrogant, those who are lustful, those who are angry for no reason, those who show hostility towards others. These 10 places you can stay. So Parikshit gave these places for Kali Yugam and then came back to this palace. Now, the most important incident which you are all awaiting, that incident comes now. 1:18-24. First canto, 18th chapter, 24th verse. Ekada dhanurudyamye vicharan mrigayamvane mrigan anugata shantaha kshuditas trishito brisham. Parikshit one day, on a hot sunny day, Parikshit went for hunting. To hunt evil animals which are harming good people, Parikshit went for hunting. It was a hot day, sunny day. Parikshit ran after animals. He got hungry, he got thirsty. A hungry man is an angry man as well, so he got angry as well. This Parikshit, he looked for some water source, a river or a pond, any water body to quench his thirst. Jalashayam achakshanaha pravivesha tamashramam. He could not find any water body. Dadarsha munimasinam shantam milita lochanam. Now finally he was able to spot an ashramam, a hermitage of a rishi. Now Parikshit thought, I could not find water anywhere. At least in this ashramam, some rishis should be there. Some water should be available. Let me go inside and fetch water. Parikshit entered into that ashramam. That ashramam belonged to a rishi called Shamika. The Shamika rishi was sitting in deep meditation. He was just engrossed in the thoughts of Bhagavan. He was just thinking about the attributes, divine, handsome body of Bhagavan. His mind was focused on it. He did not notice the king entering into his ashramam. The king Parikshit screamed, O Rishi, I am Parikshit, I am the king, I am thirsty, please give me water, please give me water. Parikshit screamed, but the Rishi turned deaf ears because he was in Samadhi, Bhakti Yoga trance, Bhakti Yoga Samadhi, in meditation on Bhagavan. His mind was totally immersed in the thoughts of Bhagavan. That these days when we look at cell phone, we are unaware of whatever is happening around us. That is... what you say, this millennium samadhi, These days we don't get Bhakti Yoga Samadhi and all. In Bhakti Yogam, if they meditate on Bhagavan, they don't know what is happening around. But these days, cell phone is the Samadhi. Because if they look at cell phone and start scratching, not pressing, scratching, if they start scratching the cell phone, rubbing the cell phone, nothing. Even children, if you give cell phone in their hands, you can feed them anything. They are not aware even what we are feeding. Yes, that will go inside, go inside, go inside. But we are all engrossed in cell phone. But they are engrossed in thoughts of Bhagavan. So the Rishi did not hear his voice. The Rishi did not notice the king entering. He closed his eyes. He was meditating on Bhagavan. But Parikshit got angry. I am screaming with thirst. I am asking for water. This fellow is not responding. Satu Brahma Rishe Ramse Gatasum Uragam Rusha Vinirgachan Dhanushkotya Nidhaya Puramagamat. There was a dead snake in that ashram. Parikshit picked that dead snake with his bow and put it on the neck of that Shamika Rishi and said, there is no difference between these two. Because dead snake will also not respond. This Rishi is also not responding. No difference between them. So to insult that Rishi, Parikshit with his bow picked a dead snake, put it on the neck of Shamika Rishi, angrily went back to his palace. This Rishi Shamika, he had a son Munikumara by name Sringi. That Sringi heard of this incident. His father being insulted by Parikshit by putting a snake around his neck. That son got angry. Bhagavatam 1:1837. Iti langhita maryadam takshaka saptamehani dangshetisma kulangaram chodito me tatadruham. That son Munikumara Sringi, a small boy, that Rishi Kumara says, Parikshit, being a descendant of Pandava, I expected him to honor rishis, because Pandavas are known to respect and honor rishis. They worshipped rishis. But this Parikshit, being grandson of Arjuna, he has insulted my father Shamika Rishi. This insulting Rishi should not be in the DNA of a descendant of Pandava. How could this attribute be in the DNA of Parikshit, who is the grandson of Arjuna? No, such a person should not live. This Munikumara Sringi angrily went to the river Kaushiki, took some water from Kaushiki in his hand and cursed Parikshit. On the 7th day from today, Upanyasam will conclude. On the 7th day from today, the snake, the fierce venomous snake Takshaka will bite Parikshit to death. Because he insulted my father by putting a dead snake, I will kill Parikshit with a live snake, the snake Takshaka. Not a random snake, because if other snakes bite, the victim may survive or not. But if Takshaka bites, the victim will not survive at all. So Takshaka will bite Parikshit to death on the 7th day from today. Giving this curse, this child, this Munikumara Sringi, came back to his father Shamika, hugged him and cried on his lap. Just at that time, the Rishi had finished his meditation and just opened his eyes. Asked his son, what happened? The son narrated everything. The father Shamika told 4 things to Sringi. Please write them in golden letters in your hearts. 4 points. Shamika tells Sringi. Point number 1. Oh, you have given death curse to the king. This is absolutely wrong. Aho batangho mahadadyate kritam alpiyasi droha ururdamo yataha. You see, insulting a rishi is a sin. I also accept Parikshit has done a sin. But giving disproportionate punishment is even more sinful. You have given disproportionate punishment, inappropriate punishment. You could have punished him in some other way. But you should not have given death sentence. In the name of punishing an offender, you have committed a bigger offense. You should not have given this curse. 1. Because death sentence, this is not fair to give death sentence for insulting a rishi. 1. Number 2, you have not given curse to an ordinary man. He is a king, not mere king. He is a good king. Can you kill a good king for your own selfish interest? Just for insulting your father, do you have the right to kill a good king? Because people will lose his good governance, his protection. He has been protecting dharma. He has been protecting civilian people. He has been giving good governance. He has been protecting the nation. Alakshyamane naradeva namni rathanga panau ayamanga lokaha Tadahi chora prachuro vinakshyati arakshyamano vivrutavat kshanat. If you kill that king, that untimely demise of a king will cause instability to the governance, nation, dharma, and the lives of the entire people. How can you punish an entire country for your own selfish interest? This is point number 2. Point number 3. He is a great Bhagavata. He is a great devotee of Bhagavan. He was rescued by Lord Krishna himself when he was in the womb of his mother. Apapeshu so bhrityeshu bhalena apakva buddhina papam kritam tad Bhagavan sarvatma kshantu marhati. O son Shringi, you are so immature that you have cursed a Bhagavata, a devotee. Because if you curse devotees, if you commit offense towards devotees, Bhagavan will get angry on you and Bhagavan will punish you. Let me pray to Bhagavan. My son is immature, small boy. That's why he has committed this offense. Let me pray to Bhagavan to spare you. Otherwise, Bhagavan will punish you for giving this kind of a curse to his Bhagavata. Point number 4. Son, do you know one thing? Parikshit has got the power to avoid your curse. Parikshit has got the capacity to avoid your curse. It will not do anything to him. But he won't do it because to make the words of a Rishi Putra come true, Parikshit will accept this curse. The Rishi says the nature of Bhagavatas is Tiraskrita Vipralabdaha Shaptaha Kshipta Hata Api Nasyatat Pratikurvanti Tad Bhaktaf Prabhavopihi. You may insult a devotee, you may cheat a devotee, you may curse a devotee, you may speak harsh words against a devotee, you may even beat a devotee. Do you think they cannot do it back to you? They can do everything back, but they won't do because they will leave it to the lookout of Bhagavan. Parikshit has got the tapas to curse you again in return. He won't do it. He will leave it to the lookout of Bhagavan. Parikshit has got the power and capacity to avoid your curse. He won't do it to make the words of Rishiputra come true. But you have committed a huge blunder. Now once curse given is given, it cannot be changed. The only thing we can do is just inform Parikshit about it so that he can be careful. At least we can inform him. So the Rishi sent some messengers. On the other hand, 119.1. Now we reach the final adhyayam of the first canto of Bhagavatam. Happy news. Yes, final adhyayam of the first canto. 119.1. Parikshit returns to his palace. Mahi patistvata karma tadgarhyam vichintayan atmakritam sudurmanaha. Parikshit comes back to his palace, took some water. His thirst got quenched. Now Parikshit started thinking, oh, I have committed a huge blunder. He felt sorry for what he had done. Now Parikshit says, how foolish I had been. Can't I even realize that a rishi doing penance in deep meditation cannot hear my voice? A rishi in penance cannot notice me entering into his ashram. Can't I realize this? How foolish I had been. How foolish I had been. Oh, what a huge offense I have done. I have put a dead snake on the neck of a rishi and insulted him. Oh God, he went to the Sannidhanam of Bhagavan and prayed to him, not forgiveness. He did not pray to Bhagavan to forgive him. Rather, tadastu kamam tu aghanishkritaya me yatha na kuryam punarevam adha. Bhagavan, please punish me. He prays to Bhagavan. He did not pray, please forgive me. He prayed to Bhagavan, please punish me. Because only if you punish me, my descendants or others will not dare to commit such offense in future. People should realize the effects of Bhagavata Apacharam. If another person should not insult a rishi again hereafter, I should be punished big. So big that people should be afraid of committing offense to rishis. So Bhagavan, please give me a huge punishment. Please give me a big punishment. He prayed to Bhagavan. At that time, the messengers of Rishi came to Parikshit and informed him about the curse. Parikshit was happy. Happy, he said. Because this is a warning for those who even think of committing Bhagavata Apachara. For those who even think of committing any offense to devotees, this will be a great warning. Just imagine the plight of Parikshit. He may be the grandson of Arjuna. He is a relative of Krishna. Because his grandma, who is Parikshit's grandma? Subhadra. Parikshit's grandma is Subhadra, the very sister of Lord Krishna. Parikshit was protected in the womb by Lord Krishna himself. even after so many things, if he commits an offense against a rishi, he is also punished. If this is recorded in history, nobody will commit Bhagavata Pacharam again. You may be the grandson of Krishna, you may be the grandson of Arjuna, you may be related to Krishna, you may be saved by Krishna, you may be a great devotee. But if you commit any offense towards another devotee, you will be punished. This should be a warning for all time to come. So I am happy, I will accept this curse. But I have got 7 days left. Within that, I should take care of dharma, I should take care of my country, I should take care of my subjects. Parikshit immediately coronated his eldest son, Janamejaya, as the king. You take care of the country. Now Parikshit says, I have got 7 more days left in my life. I want to spend these 7 days constructively. At least these 7 days I want to spend constructively. Krishnangrisevam adhimanyamanaha upavishat prayam amartya nadyam. He went to the bank of river Ganges. In the southern bank of Ganges, he spread dharbas and sat facing northwards. Many rishis assembled there to bless Parikshit. Atri, Vasishtha, Chavana, Sharadvan, Arishtanemi, Bhrigu, Angirasa, Parashara, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Parashurama, Bharadwaja, Pippalada, Maitreya, Aurva, Agastya, Narada. So many rishis have assembled there. Parikshit now goes to the banks of river Ganga, the southern banks. He is seated there on darba grass and he observes Prayopavesham. Prayopavesham means fasting till death. He will not consume any food till the soul leaves this mortal coil. I will observe Prayopavesham. Rishis have assembled there. Now here the shlokam goes like this. Tatropa jagmur bhuvanam punanaha mahanubhava munayassa shishyaha. Great rishis came there. How great those rishis are? Prayena tirthabhigamapadeshaihi swayam hi tirthani punanti santaha. We say holy dip in tirthas, rivers. Holy dip in rivers purify us. But these rishis purify those rivers by having holy dip in them. So they are the real tirthas. We get purified by rivers. These rishis, they give purity to those rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati and Kaveri. Those great rishis, they assembled there. Itismaraja adhyavasaya yuktaha prachina muleshu kusheshu dhiraha. Parikshit ensured that the end of the darba grass was facing eastwards. Because darba end should face east. It was facing eastwards. It is the southern banks of Ganga. Udang mukho dakshina kula aste. Parikshit sat facing north. Samudra patnyaha swastutanyasta bharaha. Parikshit now sits in Padmasanam. I will not consume any food till my soul leaves this mortal coil. I will observe Prayopavesham. But O great rishis, please sing the glories of Bhagavan. Let me listen to them with my ears before leaving this body. Please sing the glories of Bhagavan. I want to leave this body listening to them. Parikshit told them. At that time, Shuka Brahmam enters the scene. 1925. Tatra bhavat Bhagavan Vyasaputraha Yadrichayagam Atamanonapekshaha Tam Dvyashtavarsham. Shuka Brahmam was 16-year-old by then. Sukumarapada Karoru Bhakvamsa Kapola Gatram. He had a tender body. Charuayateksha. He had broad eyes. Unnasa, raised nose. Tulya Karanam, even ears. Subhruvananam, handsome eyebrows. Kambu Sujata Kantam, beautiful conch-like neck. Nigudajatrum Prututunga Vakshasam. He had a broad chest. Avartanabhim, round navel. Valivalgudarancha, folded tummy. Digambaram Vaktravikirnakesham. Pralamba Bahum Swamarottamabham. He had long hands. His hairlocks were falling on his forehead. He had a celestial shine. Pratyuttistaste munayaswasanebhyaha tallakshadagya apigudhavarchasam. As Shuka Brahmam entered the scene, how old was he? But all the rishis stood up with respect. Who were there? Atri, Vasishtha, Chavana, everybody. But they all stood up in respect, seeing the Brahma Tejas and devotion of Shuka Brahmam. They all stood up from their seats and worshipped Shuka Brahmam. Parikshit welcomed Shuka Brahmam as per protocol, worshipped him and gave him a high asanam. Sa Vishnurato thithaya agataya tasmai saparyam sharasa jahara tato nivritta hi abhudastriyor bhakaha mahasane sopa vivesha pujitaha. He gave a great seat to Shukabrahmam. Shukabrahmam was now seated on the Acharya Petam. Now Parikshit, falling at his feet, performing Sharanagati, made one prarthana. Rishi, please teach me 10 things. I want to know 10 things from you. What are they? It is the last verse of the first canto. Yachrotavyam athojapyam yatkartavyam ribhif prabho smartavyam bhajaniyam va bruhi yadva viparyayam. Yachrotavyam, what I should listen to. Athojapyam, what I should chant. Yatkartavyam, what I should do. Smartavyam, what I should think. Bhajaniyam, who I should worship. 5 or 10? 5. What I should listen, what I should chant, what I should do, what I should think, who I should worship. But you told 10 things. Bruhi yadat viparyayam. What not to as well, please tell me. What I should not listen, what I should not chant, what I should not do, what I should not think, who I should not worship. I want to know both things. Now combine, it will come to 10. What I should listen, what I should not listen. What I should chant, what I should not chant. What I should do, what I should not do. What I should think, what I should not think. Who I should worship, who I should not worship. Who is asking negative things as well? Because before knowing positive, you should know what not to do. Because if I start doing Upanyasam, whether I know what to speak or not, I should know what not to speak. Because if I speak something which should not be spoken in some social media or in a public platform, it will be forwarded in WhatsApp. And it will be a matter for gossip. So, tell me what not to think, what not to worship, what not to speak, what not to do, what not to listen. Tell me everything. With that, Parikshit surrenders to Shukabrahmam and the first chapter is over. Now the second canto, second skandam. Shukabrahmam tells Parikshit, oh Parikshit, you seem to be worried. Why should you worry, ba? 7 days you have got. 7 days is a huge amount of time. You have got 7 full days left. It is a huge amount of time. Parikshit thought, is 7 days a huge amount of time? Shukabrahmam told him, do you know the story of Khatvanga? There was a king by name Khatvanga. He went to help the Devas in Devasura war and he helped the Devas in defeating the Asuras as well. So in return, Devas wanted to give that king Khatvanga some boon. Devas asked him, Khatvanga, what boon do you want? Khatvanga told the Devas, I want to know my date of death. The Devas checked the records and told him, you will die within 48 minutes. He could have avoided that question itself. They asked, what boon do you want? He said, I want to know my date of death. Devas told him, 48 minutes left. Within a fraction of a second, he came to the universe and coronated his son. Immediately, he engaged in Bhakti Yoga meditation. 48 minutes he meditated on Bhagavan, performed Bhakti Yoga Dhyanam and attained moksham. Now, Shukabrahman tells Parikshit, if a person can attain moksham in 48 minutes, just imagine 7 days means 1440 hours around. You have got almost 10,000 more minutes. More than 10,000 minutes you have got in 7 days. Then why should you worry, man? No problem, you have got 7 days. It is a huge amount of time. Now, I will answer your question. Parikshit asked 10 things. What should I listen, what I should not listen, what should I chant, what I should not chant, like that. I will answer you. Before that, I will give you 10 commandments. Please note that. In other religions, they say 10 commandments. For our religion, there are 10 commandments. In Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 10th chapter, 1st verse, 10 commandments of Shukabrahmam. Atra sargo visargascha sthanam poshanam utayaha manvantara ishanukataha nirodho muktihi asrayaha. Sargaha. The way Bhagavan directly creates the raw material for this universe is called Sarga. Direct creation by Bhagavan of the raw materials of the universe. 2. Visarga. The indirect creation. Bhagavan further creates the universe, enhances the creation through Brahma created in his navel lotus. creation through Brahma is indirect creation Visarga. So Bhagavan directly creating raw materials is Sarga. Indirectly enhancing the creation through Brahma is Visarga. 3. Sthanam. How Bhagavan protects the universe. The creator Bhagavan, he also protects. That protection is called Sthanam. 4. Poshanam. He often takes incarnation and gives his attributes and divine body as poshanam, nutrition for his devotees. So incarnation is one form of nutrition. So his incarnations are called poshanam. He nourishes us through his incarnations. 5. Utayaha. Uti means karma. How our karma prevents us from attaining Bhagavan. How our karma separates us from Bhagavan. This is 5. So Sargam, direct creation, Visargam, indirect creation, Sthanam, protection, Poshanam, nourishment through incarnation, Uti, our karma. 6. Manvantara, Yuga calculation, rules of Manus, the 4 yugas, time cycles, etc. That I will explain. 7. Isha Anukataha. Isha means Bhagavan. Anu means his followers, devotees, Bhagavatas. Isha Anukataha, stories of Bhagavan and Bhagavatas. Both I will narrate to you. 8. Nirodha. For Nirodha there are many meanings, but our acharyas enjoy one meaning. Nirodha means sleep. That's why that has also become an aspect of Saptaha Upanyasam. Nirodha is also one aspect. Because sleep is temporary union of Jivatma with Paramatma. During sleep, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Prajnena Atmana Samparishvakto na Bhakyam Kinchana Vedanantaram. While we are sleeping, Bhagavan Paramatma just embraces us, even without our knowledge. We are not aware of that. Just because we are in his association, while we wake up after 7 hours of sleep, we say, I am very fresh. I had a blissful sleep. How did that bliss come? Because of the association with Bhagavan. So Nirodham, sleep is temporary enjoyment of Bhagavan. Then 9, Mukti. If temporary enjoyment, sleep itself is slow blissful, if you attain Mukti permanently, if you attain Bhagavan and serve him and enjoy his attributes, then how blissful will it be? So this Nirodham sleep is a trailer. Mukti is the main picture. It is the real enjoyment of Bhagavan. Finally, 10, Ashrayaha. Ashrayaha means asylum. Bhagavan is the only asylum for all of us. We don't have anybody else to seek shelter. Because just reflect on the first 9 points, you can understand the 10th one. Sargam, it was he who created the raw materials. Visargam, it was he who created the creation further through Brahma. And then Sthanam, it is he who is protecting. 4. Poshanam, it is he who is incarnating and nourishing us. 5. Uti, our karma, it is he who is capable of eradicating all our karma. Manvantara, for all these eons and eons and eons, he has been following us. Isha Anukataha, he has blessed a lot of devotees already. Then Nirodha, he is giving us trailer anubhavam of himself through sleep. Muktihi, he is ready to grant us liberation if he has done everything for us. 10. Asrayaha, who is our asylum? Bhagavan is our asylum. If you know these 10 commandments, all your 10 questions are answered. What should I listen to? Bhagavan's glories. What I should not listen to? Anything other than Bhagavan's glories. What should I chant? Bhagavan's names. What I should not chant? Anything other than Bhagavan's names. What should I do? Service, devotional service, Kainkaryam to Bhagavan. What I should not do? Anything other than Kainkaryam you should not do. What should I think of? Divine form of Bhagavan. What should not I think of? Anything else other than divine form of Bhagavan. Who should I worship? Bhagavan. Who I should not worship? Anybody other than Bhagavan you should not worship. So with these 10 commandments, I have answered your 10 questions. So if you realize these 10 commandments, Atra Sargo Visargascha, Sthanam Poshanam Utayaha, Manvantareshanu Kathaha, Nirodho Mukti Rashtrayaha, then you will realize that listen to Bhagavan's glories, chant his names, do service to him, think, meditate about his divine form and worship him. That's the only thing you have to do. Avoid everything else. Now Shuka Brahmam starts teaching Parikshit about the glories of Bhagavan and Bhagavatas from the 3rd chapter. In the 3rd chapter, in the 3rd canto, Skandam, for Parikshit, Shuka Brahmam describes the Lord's Varaha Avataram initially. Now, let us all enjoy Varaha Avataram and complete the beginning day of this Saptaham. So the last half an hour, now Varaha Avatara Anubhavam. Third canto, 13th chapter. Narayana created Brahma in his lotus navel and installed him as the creator, and Brahma further created all beings. Initially, Brahma created the 4 Sanat Kumaras, the short rishis, Sanaka, Sanantana, Sanatana, Sanat Sujata. They are collectively referred to as Sanat Kumaras, 4 in number. Then Brahma created Devas, Rishis, Prajapatis and other beings. Brahma was creating step by step. These 4 Sanat Kumaras, they were very much devoted to Lord Narayana right from birth. They wanted to have instant darshan of Lord Narayana. For instant darshan, you cannot go to the absolute Vaikuntham because you have to attain moksham to go to Vaikuntham. So these 4 Sanat Kumaras, to have instant darshan of Bhagavan, went to Karya Vaikuntham. Karya Vaikuntham is a replica of Vaikuntham situated within this material universe. You can go there easily. So with their tapas, Sanat Kumaras went to Karya Vaikuntham. As they were about to enter into Karya Vaikuntham, there were 2 gatekeepers, Jaya and Vijaya, at the entrance of Karya Vaikuntham. They noted the 4 Sanat Kumaras approaching. This is actually explained as flashback in Bhagavatam. It comes later in 3rd canto, 15th chapter, 30th verse. Tanvikshya Vatarashanan Chaturah Kumaran Vriddhan Dashardhavayasaha Viditatma Tatvan. Jaya and Vijaya spoke to each other. Hey, see, 4 boys are coming here, almost 5 years of age. They are trying to come enter into Vaikuntham. They don't have a proper upper garment. Their hair is not properly trimmed. They are trying to enter into Vaikuntha. They were speaking to each other. But those Sanat Kumaras, they may be short, but their stature may be short, but they have huge tapas. They have vast wisdom. But without knowing that, these people made fun of their appearance, and this Jaya and Vijaya, Vetrena Chaskalayatam Atadarhanangstau. They just showed the stick to Sanat Kumaras and said, wait, where are you coming? Small boys, 5-year-old, no proper upper garment, you want to enter into Vaikuntham? Get away, get lost. Saying so, they insulted Sanat Kumaras and pushed them with that stick. Tejo Vihasya Bhagavat Pratikula Shilo. Pushed them with the sticks and said, you have no right to enter into Vaikuntham. You are unfit to enter into Vaikuntham. Get out and get lost, they said. Sanat Kumaras got angry. They said, oh Jaya Vijaya, you are actually unfit to stay in Vaikuntham, because staying in the premises of Bhagavan, you are judging people by their appearances and then insulting devotees. How can you stay in Vaikuntham with this kind of demeanor? They asked, Nahyantaram Bhagavatiha Samasta Kukshav Atmanam Atmani Nabho Nabhasiva Dhiraha Pashyanti Yatra Yavayos Suranglingi Nohkim Vyutpatitam Yudara Bhedi Bayam Yatosya. This one question put forth by Sanat Kumaras towards Jaya Vijaya. Do you know what's the question? You are stopping us from entering into this Karya Vaikuntha. Let us ask you one question. During Pralayam, during deluge, the Bhagavan comes in an banyan leaf and swallows the entire universe and keeps the entire universe and all beings in his stomach. Now, when Bhagavan swallows everything, will you 2 people, Jaya and Vijaya, stand at the angle of mouth of Bhagavan and stop? No, you are all fit to enter into Bhagavan's stomach. You are unfit to enter into Bhagavan's stomach. Will you regulate at the time of Pralaya? Can you do it? Bhagavan swallows everybody and keeps everybody in his stomach and protects them. How can you stop? Similarly, nobody has the right to stop a devotee from having darshan of Bhagavan. That too, you are judging by external appearances and saying that we are unfit to enter into Vaikuntha. Actually, you are unfit to stay in Vaikuntham. So, you too should be born on earth as demonic beings, not once, thrice. Tadvam amushya paramasya Vikuntha bhartuhu. Kartum prakrittamiha dhimahi mandadhibhyam lokanito vrajantamantara bhavadritya papi yasastraya imau ripavosya yatra. You should be born on the earth, not once, thrice. On all 3 occasions, you should be born as demonic beings. That's the curse. You are unfit to be in Vaikuntha. This is unfair treatment for we rishis. We wanted to have darshan of Bhagavan, but you have insulted us. You should be born as demonic beings thrice on this earth. The moment Sanat Kumaras pronounced this curse, The doors of Vaikuntham opened automatically. The door opened and a blissful darshan Udyadbhanu Sahasra Bhaswara Paravyomaspadam Nirmala Jnanananda Ghanaswarupam Amala Jnana Dibishad Gunaihi Jushtam Surijanadhipam Dritaratangabjam Subhushojvalam Sri Bhusevya Mananta Bhoginelayam Sri Vasudevam Bhaje. The door just opened. Nitya Suris, the eternal servants, they were carrying umbrellas made of pearls. On both sides, great devotees were waving fans. On the right side, Mahalakshmi was standing. On the left side, Garuda was standing. The Lord in the middle, he was placing his elbow on the shoulder of Garuda, just like Lord Rangamanar in Srivilliputur. Right side, Andal Nachiyar, Lakshmi. Left side, Garuda, Periyalvar's representative. Rangamanar will be holding his hand like this. The same darshan, tam tvagatam pratihradaupayikam swapumbihi te chakshataksha vishayam swasamadhi bhagyam hamsas shriyor vejanayo shivavayulolat shubhratra shashikesara shikarambhum. Those Sanat Kumaras had darshan of this Bhagavan at the center, Lakshmi to his right, Garuda to his left, elbow placed on the shoulder of Garuda, Nitya Suris carrying umbrella made of pearls, both sides fans. Oh, all this time we have been meditating on this form. Whatever form we had meditated thus far, we are seeing that pratyaksham in front of our eyes. Sanat Kumaras praised the Lord, they worshipped the Lord, they fell at his feet and then sought apology from Lord Sriman Narayana. Sanat Kumara said, "Oh Bhagavan, please forgive us. We have committed an offense." Bhagavan asked them, "What offense did you do? You only praised me, you worshipped me." No, Sanat Kumaras told him, "We cursed your servants without your permission." Can we punish a servant without the owner's permission? I can't do it. Jaya and Vijaya are your servants, but without getting your permission, we have cursed them. Bhagavan said, "No problem. Look at Bhagavatam, an important verse. Chindyam swabahum apivav pratikula vrittim." Bhagavan says, even if my hand works against my devotees, I won't mind cutting off my hand itself. Even if my hand works against my devotees, I will cut off my hand itself. This being the case, these two people, Jaya and Vijaya, have insulted my devotees. They have offended my devotees. How can I leave them? Don't worry. Through you, I myself have given this curse. You said they should be born thrice as demonic beings on earth. Not only that, on all three occasions, I myself will kill them as punishment for insulting you. So they will be born as demonic beings on this earth thrice. On all three occasions, I will kill them. So Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyakashipu was killed by Narasimha, Hiranyaksha was killed by Varaha. Then Ravana Kumbhakarna killed by Rama. And then Shishupala Dantavakra killed by Krishna. So let them be born as demonic beings thrice. On all three occasions, I will kill them. Then they can come back to Vaikuntham. Yetau suretaragatim pratipadya sadhyaha samrambha sambhrita samadhi anubhaddha yogo bhuyas sakasham upayasyata ashuyovaha shapo mayaiva nimitaha tadavaita vipraha. Oh Sanat Kumaras, you please don't feel bad that you have cursed. No. Through you, being your Antaryami, it's me who has cursed them. So the curse has been given to them directly by me through you. You don't worry. Sanat Kumaras worshipped Bhagavan and they went back. Now Bhagavan has got $1 million question. To whose uterus can I send Jaya and Vijaya? They should be born as demonic beings. Just now he has created Brahma. Just now creation has started. To which mother's womb shall I send Jaya and Vijaya? At that time, another incident happened. Just move to the previous chapter of Bhagavatam. Not the next chapter. 14th chapter. In Tapolokam, one incident happened. 3rd canto, 14th chapter, 7th verse. Ditir dakshayani kshattaha maricham kashyapam patim. Brahma created various Prajapatis. Among them, Daksha Prajapati was one. Diti Devi was the daughter of Daksha. She married Kashyapa Rishi. Kashyapa was the son of Marichi Rishi. Brahma had created the Muni Marichi. Marichi's son Kashyapa and Daksha's daughter Diti, they married. One evening, Apatyakama Chakame Sandhyayam Hrichayardita. It was Pradosham. On one Pradosha evening, this wife Diti Devi went to her husband Kashyapa. Kashyapa was observing his routine Agnihotra ritual. Ishtva Agnijihvam Payasa purusham yajusham patim nimlochatyarka asinam agnyagare samahitam. In his Agnihotra Shala, he was giving holy oblations to the sacred fire and meditating on Bhagavan, chanting Vedic mantras. Pradosha Kalam it was. Now, this Diti Devi goes to her husband. He told him, I want a child. Please consummate our marriage right now. He said, no ma, this is Pradosha Kalam. We should be disciplined at this time. This is time for worship. For what you have asked, there is a separate time. We can take care of it at that time. She said, no, 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 no. My heart pangs for it. My heart longs for it. I immediately need. No ma, this is not the time. Diti literally pulled Kashyapa with lust. But Kashyapa politely answered, please note what I am saying. Sarvasraman upadaya swashramena kalatravam. Please note these important points in Bhagavata. Sarvasraman upadaya swashramena kalatravan. Grihasthasrama, householder. It is the greatest ashrama. We have Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. Grihastha householder is the greatest ashrama because it is he who supports Brahmachari and Sannyasi. Without Grihastha, Brahmachari and Sannyasi cannot survive because they seek Bhiksha from Grihastha only. But that Grihasthashramam is given to us only because of our wife. Only if you marry a wife, you become a Grihastha. So wife is the greatest companion for a Grihastha. So I will never go against the wish of my wife. Please understand. Point number 2. Vyasanarnavam atyeti jalayanair yatharnavam. You see a boat. Take the case of a boat. Boat goes from one side of a river to the other side, one bank to other bank. Not only that, the boat takes the passenger also along with it and makes him cross the river. Similarly, if the husband wants to cross the samsaric ocean, the ocean of worldly existence, samsara sagaram, wife is the boat. The boat, in addition to it crossing the bank and reaching the other, it enables the passenger also cross the ocean or river. Similarly, wife, she takes her husband along with her and makes him cross the samsara sagaram. If this is the case, how will I disappoint my wife? Point 3. Yamahur atmano hyardham shreyas kamasya manini. Wife is called the better half. We think that in English, better half is the name for wife. Actually, it is Sanskrit, ardham. In Sanskrit, ardhaha means half. Ardham means better half. Yamahur atmano hyardham. In Vedam itself it is given. Ardhova hyesha atmano yat patni. So wife is half, better half of a husband. This is our Sanskrit Vedic terminology. Somebody must have passed it on to Western world and they are saying best half, better half. You are my better half. Please note it. So, understand the situation. This is pradosham. Yetasyam sadvi sandhyayam bhagavan bhuta bhavanaha parito bhuta parshadbihi vrishena atati bhutarat. In this pradosha kalam, Lord Shiva will come in his Rishabha Vahanam along with his Bhuta Ganas and supervise this universe. At that time, we should be disciplined. This is not the time for that. But this Diti still vehemently, adamantly pulled her husband Kashyapa, and Kashyapa had no other go. He fulfilled her wish. Atopasprishya salilam prananayamya vagyataha dhyayan jajapa virajam brahmajyotis sanatanam. No other go. Fulfill her wish. Then he took snanam, took a holy bath, then performed pranayamam, started chanting pranavam at his Agnihotra Shala, and he was meditating on Bhagavan in that Pradosha Kalam. Now after everything was over, Diti just thought, have I been too tentative? No, I have been so hasty. No, I should have waited. I have yielded to momentary pleasure. I have committed a mistake. All late realization for us also, for Diti also late realization. Oh, haste makes waste. My husband just asked me, requested me, wait for a few hours. Let night time come. I will fulfill your wish, he said. But for a few hours, I was unable to wait. I have yielded to material pleasure, momentary pleasure. No, I have committed a mistake. Diti came running towards Kashyapa. Oh, please forgive me. Swami, please forgive me. She sought his apology. But Kashyapa said, it is too late. Aprayatyat atmanaste doshan muhurtika tute. I asked you just to wait for a few hours. You refused to be patient. Now you have to face the music. Man nirdesha aticharena devanam cha atihelanath bhavishyatas bhadrau abhadre jataradhamau. The time has gone. Hereafter I cannot forgive you because of the sinful act you have done. You have insulted Lord Shiva. You have disobeyed my command. You went against the order of Lord Narayana, who is the author of Shastras. Shruti Smritir Mamai Vagnya. Shruti Smritis are all the orders of Lord Narayana. You have went against them. So you have to face the music. What is it? You will get two evil sons. Two evil sons will be born to you as twins. Lokan sapalang strin shanti muhur akrandayishyataha tada vishveshwarah kruddaha bhagavan lokabhavanaha hanishyatyavatiriyaso yatadrin shataparvadhrit. Bhagavan will get angry seeing the deeds, evil deeds of your evil children. You will give birth to two evil sons who will torture the universe like anything. Because of that, the Lord Narayana will get angry and kill them. Diti still pleaded with Kashyapa, "Oh, Swami, please forgive me, please forgive me." Kashyapa said, "Curse given is given. Gatam, gatam, that's all. But I can't take back the curse. But you have realized your mistake. For that, instead of taking back the curse, I will give you one boon. Curse given is given. You will get two evil children. Who are they? Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. But putrasyaiva cha putranam bhavitaikas satam mataha gasyanti yat yashashuddham bhagavat yashasa samam. I will give you one boon for realizing your mistake. You will get a great grandson. The fame of your grandson will be celebrated by all people just like they celebrate Bhagavan. Who is that grandson? Prahlada, the son of Hiranyakashipu. Because just imagine, even rishis cannot get a child like Prahlada. They say teacher's son always fails in exam. Similarly, a child like Prahlada is impossible to get even for rishis. But how come Hiranyakashipu get a son like Prahlada? Because of the boon of a rishi. Because without Acharya's anugraham, nothing happens. This Kashyapa gave a boon. Your grandson will be celebrated. His fame will be celebrated by devotees just like they celebrate Bhagavan. That's why Prahlada was born as the son of Hiranyakashipu. So two evil sons and one good grandson you will get. Bhagavan saw, okay, my job is now easy. He was looking for a suitable womb to send Jaya Vijaya. Now Bhagavan directed Jaya and Vijaya into the womb of this Diti Devi. Ditistu bharturadeshat apatya parishankini purne varshashate sadvi putrau prasushuve yamau. They did not observe gestation for just 10 months. 100 years of gestation. These antisocials don't come out that easily. These two antisocial elements, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, they lived in the uterus of their mom, Diti Devi, for 100 years. When she got labor pain, Utpata Bhagavastatra Nipetur Jayamanayoho Divi Bhuvi Antarikshecha Lokasyoru Bhayavahaha. When she got labor pain, the entire universe got terrified. Hope you know what is labor pain. Because when I was doing MBBS, one minister, government minister, came to visit our college. He inspected all our college, came to our dean and he said, I have to appreciate your college because I have went to lot of medical college hospitals. Only in your hospitals, you have kept one separate ward for hard-working laborers, he said. It is labor ward. He was the health minister that time as well. Leave it. So, when Diti Devi got that labor pain, lot of evil omens happened and the world got terrified. Clouds surrounded the sky. Sun went missing. It was darkness everywhere. Tsunami waves appeared in the ocean. Dogs were screaming. Cows got afraid. Planets revolved in the reverse direction. Cyclones uprooted the trees. Meteors fell down from the sky. Yam tam Hiranyaksham asrita sagrataha. The first son Hiranyaksha came out. Tam vai Hiranyakashipum viduf prajaha. Then the second son Hiranyakashipu came. So who is the elder brother? In twin pregnancy, the second born is the elder brother. First born is the younger brother. Hiranyavaksha was born first, younger brother. Hiranyakashipu was born second, he is the elder brother. But this Hiranyaksha, though he is the younger brother, immediately after birth, 100 years of gestation, right? Immediately after birth, took a mace in his hand and started fighting. Fighting with whoever coming on his way, he started fighting. And then he pushed the earth downwards into the ocean of deluge. Brahma had just started creation. Still the Pralaya Samudram, the ocean of deluge was there. This Hiranyaksha pushed the earth downwards into the ocean of deluge, made it submerged at the level of Rasatala Lokam. We have got this earth in between. Above the earth, Bhuhu, we have got Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. Below the earth, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. Sixth world, Rasatala. He pushed the earth downwards, made it submerge at the level of Rasatalam. And this Hiranyaksha almost permanently positioned the earth at the level of Rasatalam itself. Because this earth is to be inhabited by demons. Demons prefer to live in the underworlds. So we are all underworld dons. World has become underworld now at the level of Rasathalam. It is for demons only. We alone will inhabit this universe. No other people should live here. At this juncture only, Brahma started creating human beings. Have you noted? Brahma created rishis. Brahma created devas. Brahma created prajapatis. Brahma did not create human beings till now. At this stage, 3, 13, 10, Brahma creates the first man and woman. Who is the first man and woman? Thank God that answer did not come. Because we are into English education, and wherever we go, Adam and Eve, they will say. The first man of the universe is Swayambhuva Manu. The first woman of the universe is Shatarupa. In one place I did Upanyasam. Then a man came to me, asked me, usually after 2 hours of Upanyasam, my throat will be very dry. I will be looking to go for steam inhalation, other things. It will be difficult to speak without mic after 2 hours of speech. But at that time, people will come and ask me doubts. One person asked me, if Swayambhuva Manu and Shatarupa are the first man and woman, if everybody is their children, how will they marry? How will the children of Swayambhuva Manu and Shatarupa marry? Don't worry, Brahma has already created Prajapatis, Rishis. They will marry Prajapatis or their children, or there is many ways for Bhagavan for everything. So we need not worry about that. Let us come to the topic. Brahma created Swayambhuva Manu and Shatarupa, and Brahma tells Swayambhuva Manu, Yetavati Atmajairvira Karyahi Apachitir Gurau. O son Swayambhuva Manu, I am your father Brahma. Manu, you are my son. Do you know what is the duty of a son? Shaktya pramattair grihyeta sadaram gatamatsaraihi. The first duty of a son is to obey the words of his parents. The first duty of children is to obey the words of their parents. 2 days back I got one joke in mobile phone. A father told his son, when I was like you, I respected my parents, I obeyed their words. When I was like you, I respected my parents and obeyed their words. The son replied, when you were like me, phones also did not have wires. Times are changing. He asks as if I have to behave like you, is my cell phone like your landline phone? When you are like me, many things were in many ways. Now everything has changed, but not like that. Whatever changes, this should not change. Brahma says to Swayambhuva Manu, a son should always obey the words of parents. Now I am your father, obey my word. This Shatarupa shall be your wife. Sattvamasyaam apatyani sadrishani atmano gunaihi utpadya shasa dharmene gamyajnaihi purusham yaja. You marry this Shatarupa and then beget good obedient children like you from her. Don't create bad children, evil children. You create good obedient children from her. Rule the earth as per dharma, Manu dharma. That Manu created Manu dharma. So you create Manu dharma and rule the universe as per dharma. And worship Narayana by performing yagas. So marry Shatarupa, lead a dharmic life, create good children, rule the world as per dharma, and then worship Narayana. Go to Bhulokam now. Manu asked, where is Bhulokam? Brahma searched with his eight eyes. Yes, where is Bhulokam? Yadoka sarvabhutanam mahimagna mahambhasi asya uddharane yatnaha devadevya vidiyatam. Brahma, after looking with his 8 eyes, searching with his 8 eyes, Brahma said, oh, the earth is missing. It seems to be submerged at the level of Rasatala Lokam. What can I do? I cannot lift up the earth. Srijato me kshitirvarbhihi plavyamana rasamgata athatra kimanutteyam asmabhis sargayojitaihi. I cannot do anything in this regard. If earth is there, I can create beings and send to the earth. But if earth itself is submerged, it has to be lifted up. That can be done only by one person. Yasyaham hridayadasam sa isho vidadhatu me. The Lord who created me from his heart, that Sriman Narayana, that only Lord, he alone can save this earth. He alone can lift this earth. Bhagavan, time is approaching 8 p.m. Please, everybody has to go home. Please come quickly and rescue the universe as Varaha. Brahma meditated on Lord Sriman Narayana. Ityabhidhyanato nasa vivarat sakasa nagha Varahato ko niragat angushta parinamakaha. Closing his 8 eyes, Brahma meditated on the divine form of Lord Narayana. As he meditated, from the nostril of Brahma, a thumb-sized boar, pig, a thumb-sized boar, it emerged. Tasya abhipashyata swastaha kshanena kila bharata gajamatra pravavridhe tad adbhutam abhut mahat. Within a moment, that pig, a small boar, thumb-sized boar, grew bigger, 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 bigger and became an elephant-sized boar. Bhagavan Yajna Purushaha Jagarjagendra Sannibaha. It grew more and more and more. It roared like a lion. Brahmanam Harshayamase Haristangsha Dvijottaman. It again grew, bigger, 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 bigger and became a mountain-sized boar. Brahma realized it is the Mahavaraha incarnation of Lord Sriman Narayana. A mountain-sized boar, roaring like a lion. That Varaha immediately turned upside down, proceeded downwards to lift up the earth from Rasatala level. 3rd canto, 13th chapter, 27th verse, how Varaha proceeded. Just open your mental eyes, close your external eyes, open your internal eyes. Utkshipta Valaha, tail pointing upwards. Varaha is now moving downwards, right from Satyalokam of Brahma. He is proceeding downwards towards Bhulokam and then Atala Vitala Sutala, Talatala Mahatala Rasatala. He is going downwards. Utkshipta Valaha, with tail pointing upwards. Kacharaha, he is traveling in the space. Katoraha, with a hot body. Sata Vidunvan, with shaking his manes. Kara Romashatwak, he had sharp body hairs. Kurahatabraha, he was tearing the skies with his feet. Sita Damshtraha, he had white teeth with which he will pick the earth and lift it upwards. Sita Damshtraha, Iksha Jyotihi, his eyes were his torchlights. Because he had to search the earth in the ocean of deluge. At Rasatala level, there will be no light source there. Iksha Jyotihi, his eyes are the torchlights. He had white teeth, tearing the skies with his feet, shaking his manes, with short body hairs, hot body, traveling in space, with tail pointing upwards. The Lord moves down, down, down. Rishis had darshan of him, and Rishis praised the Lord Varaha. Jitam jitam te ajita yajna bhavana tragim tanum tvam paridhunvate namaha yadroma garteshu nililyuradvaraha tasmai namah karana sukarayate. O Bhagavan, you are Yajna Purusha. You are full of yagas. Entire yagas are in the body, divine body of Varaha. That's why he is called Yajna Varaha. Why should he have Yajna in his body? Because Yajna alone supports this earth and makes it survive. Since the Lord has come to uplift and support the earth, he has come in the form of Yaga itself. Even Bhagavata Saptaham is a Yagam. This Yagam will support the earth. So Yagas only support the earth to show that he came as Yajna Varaha. How? Again open your internal eyes. His skin was made of Gayatri Mantram. It was not epidermis dermis. The skin was made of Gayatri Mantram. His hairs were not made of hair follicles. His body hairs were made of darba grass used in yagams. His eyes, they were not full of conjunctiva, cornea, sclera. His eyes were full of ghee. Ghee used in yaga. Eyes were full of ghee. His feet did not have tarsal, metatarsal bones. No toes. His feet were chaturhotra karma. Again yagam. His teeth were not canine, molar, premolar. No. His teeth were yagas. Yagas itself constitute his teeth. His tongue was flame of Agni. You see the flame of Agni. Similarly, his tongue appeared as the flame of Agni. His ears, his mouth, his stomach, everything were vessels used in yaga. he was Yajna Varaha Murti. Now this Lord went downwards to pick up the earth and lift it upwards. At the same time, this Hiranyaksha, he was just waving his mace and looking for a suitable enemy. In the meantime, he married a woman called Vrishabhanu and begot 8 children from her as well. He has done that thing also in between. They say BTW these days in WhatsApp. By the way, he has accomplished one more task. Now, this Hiranyaksha went to the city of Vibhavari. It belongs to Varuna. He went to Vibhavari and tried to fight with Varuna. Varuna asked him, "Why are you fighting with me?" This fellow said, No, it is watery everywhere. I heard that you are the Lord of water. That's why I want to fight with you. Varuna said, I am not qualified enough, strong enough to fight with you. The only person who is strong enough to fight against you is Lord Narayana. You go in search of Narayana. Okay, Hiranyaksha wielding his mace. Where is Narayana? Where is Narayana? Where is Narayana? Where is Narayana? Hiranyaksha was going, Narayana, Narayana. The sound fall on his ears. Because whenever any person goes in search of Narayana, let him be a good man or a bad man, that's different. Tomorrow, Dhruva is going to go in search of Narayana, Narada will come. Today, Hiranyaksha goes in search of Narayana, Narada comes, Narayana, Narayana. Who did you search, man? Hiranyaksha said, I am searching for Narayana. Oh, Narayana. Narayana is there in Rasatalam. He is lifting the earth upwards and planning to position it in the original position. Hiranyaksha said, No. How dare he do it? I had positioned the earth in Rasatalam. Narayana is lifting. Let me go and stop him. Hiranyaksha went there. He saw a wonderful scene. Whether it was wonderful for Hiranyaksha or not, it is a different question. But it is a wonderful scene for us. Just like a pig picking a tuber with its canine teeth. Just like a boar or pig picking a tuber under the earth which is canine teeth. Lord Varaha dadarsha tatra bijitam dharadharam Proniya manavani magradamstraya mushtantamakshna swaruchorunasriya jahasachaho vanagocharo mrgaha. The Varaha Lord, he was uplifting the earth and taking her upwards. Bhuma Devi was attached to the canine teeth of Lord Varaha and he was taking her upwards without any jerk. Now this fellow Hiranyaksha saw, are you that Narayana? I had imagined something else about Narayana, but you are a pig. Oh, is Narayana a pig? After all, a boar, a Varaha. Are you my enemy, fit to fight with me? Hiranyaksha made fun of him, but the Lord Varaha did not budge. He didn't notice about anything about Hiranyaksha. He just carried the earth upwards and stationed the earth at the original position and gave it Adhara Shakti. Why didn't he go even while Hiranyaksha was chasing? Varaha did not fight with him. He just ignored him and went upwards. Because if he fights with him carrying the earth will experience jerk and Mother Earth will get bhukampam, earthquake. So to avoid any form of jerk to the universe, Bhagavan first lifted the earth and placed her at the original position, gave her Adhara Shakti. Since Varaha restationed the universe, the earth, at the beginning of this cycle of creation, this entire cycle of creation is called Shweta Varaha Kalpa. Even today, during Sankalpam, we say Shweta Varaha Kalpe. Why means we are sitting on this earth, we are speaking about Varaha incarnation only because Varaha came and stationed the earth at the proper position. Otherwise, the entire earth would have been inhabited only by underworld dons like Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. It was Varaha who rescued the earth. That's why whatever karma we do in this karma bhumi, we should remember that Varaha, Shri Shweta Varaha Kalpe. That's why this entire Kalpam, it is called Shweta Varaha Kalpam. After stationing the earth, now Varaha turned towards Hiranyaksha. He had been following Varaha just like a crocodile following an elephant. This Hiranyaksha had been following Varaha all through. Now the earth is stationed at the proper position. Varaha turned. Hiranyaksha, what did you say? Am I a boar? Yes, I am a boar. I am a pig. What to do, pa? Satyam vayambho vanagochara mrigaha yushmat vidan mrigaye gramasimman. If I have to hunt and destroy gramasimhams like you, I have to come as boar. What to do? What is gramasimham? Village lion. Gramasimham. In Sanskrit, gramasimham means dog. Lord Varaha says, if I have to hunt dogs like you, lowly people, dog like Hiranyaksha, I have to come as pig to fight against this dog. That's why I came as pig. Hiranyaksha got angry. Are you calling me a dog? Let me attack you. Hiranyaksha brought his mace. Varaha took his mace. Gada Yuddham happened. At that time, Rishis assembled. Time is already 8:12. Please kill him soon. Rishis pleaded with Bhagavan. So Varaha kicked Hiranyaksha's mace with his left foot. Hiranyaksha took a trident. The Lord just attacked that trident and burst it into pieces using his Sudarshana Chakram. Finally, the Lord Varaha attacked Hiranyaksha under his ear with his closed fist. Tam mushtibir vinignantam vajrasarai radhokshajaha karena karnamulehan yathatvashtram marutpatihi, gave a blow with fist under the ear of Hiranyaksha. Sa ahato vishvajitahyavajnaya paribramadgatra udastalochanaha. As Varaha hit him under the ear with his closed fist, Hiranyaksha, his body swiveled, his eyes bulged, he stretched out his hands and legs and fell down. Vishirna bhakvangri shiroruho patat yata nagendro lulito nabasvata. Just like a huge tree being uprooted by a cyclone, Varaha's blow was the cyclone. Hiranyaksha was a huge tree. Varaha's blow, the cyclone, uprooted the tree of Hiranyaksha and he fell down. While he was breathing his last breath, the soul was about to leave the body. He was having darshan of Varaha. Brahma, Devas, Rishis, all assembled. They said, what a great blessing. Bhagyam, Bhagyam, they said. What Bhagyam? Who can have such a blessing of having the last vision of Varaha before death? Ajadayo vikshya sasamsuragataha aho imam konu labheta samstitim. Who will get such lost sight of Lord at the time of departure from the body? Hiranyaksha is truly blessed to have that darshan of Varaha. Hiranyaksha fell down and the soul departed from the body. Hiranyaksha vadam was over. Rishis thanked Lord Varaha. Namo namaste akila yajñatantave sthithau grihita mala sattva-murtaye dittya hato yam jagatam-aruntudaha tvatpada bhaktya vayamisha nirvrtaha. Just thus Varaha Perumal restored the earth back in its original position and made us enjoy his glories on this earth in the form of the first day of Bhagavata Saptaham. Now, you have all listened to Varaha's Charitram today. What is the benefit of listening? With that Palashruti, we will conclude. Shukabrahmam says, Yo vai hiranyaksha vadham mahadbhutam vikriditam karana sukaratmanaha shrunoti gayati anumodatenjasa vimuchyate brahmavadhat apidvijaha. Shrunoti, whoever listened. Gayati, whoever explained. Anumodate, whoever organized. So listeners from this flat, organizer Srimati Janaki Ravindran and family and Upanyasaka Dr. Venkatesh and family, they all get benefits. What kind of benefits? Vimuchyate brahmavadat apidvijaha. Even if he had committed brahmahatya dosham, including all those sins, up to brahmahati, whatever sins he had committed, once you have listened to Varaha Charitram, all those sins will get destroyed. This is one. Number two, Yetan Maha Punya Phalam. Only if you have done a lot of punyams, you will get the opportunity to listen to Varaha Charitram. Pavitram, it will clean our heart, it will purify our heart. Dhanyam, it will give you wealth, lot of wealth. Yashasyam, it will give you fame. Padam Ayurasisham, it will give you long life. Pranendriyanam Yudhi Shaurya Vardhanam. Mere long life is not enough. Because if a person is bedridden for 90 or 100 years, what is the use? It will give you strength and good health as well. So healthy long life. Narayanante gatiranga srinvatam. Not only that, Narayana will be their final gati. Narayana will give them, definitely will give them moksham. So all our sins get eradicated. It gives us, we are able to listen to it only because of our punya phalam. It cleanses our heart. It gives us wealth, it gives us fame, it gives us long life, it gives us health, and finally it will give us moksham as well. With that, I conclude the first day of Srimad Bhagavata Saptaham. Tomorrow, we are going to enjoy 3 important Charitrams. One, Dhruva Charitram from chapter 4, canto 4. Then Jadabharata Charitram from canto 5. and then Ajamala Charitram from Canto 6. So sample. Today also we went in that route only. From first canto we saw Parikshit story. Second canto Khatvanga and the 10 commandments. Third canto Varaha Avataram. So 3 cantos finished today. Tomorrow 4, 5, 6. I request you all to turn up in large numbers like this and enjoy the bliss of Krishnanubhavam and Bhagavatas tomorrow as well. Evametad Bhagavatam Akhyanam Bhadramastuvaha Pravyaharata Visrabdam Balam Vishtov Pravardhatam Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parabhavaha Yesham Indivarashyamo Hridayastho Janardanaha Kaveri Vardhatam Kale Kale Varshatu Vasavaha Sriranganatho Jayatu Srirangashrisha Vardhatam Mangalam Yadavendraya Mahaniya Gunabdhage Vasudeva Tanujaya Vasudevaya Mangalam Mangalashasana Pareir Madacharya Purogamaihi सर्वैश्च पूर्वैराचार्यै सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम्।